Welcome to everyone. In this week video you will learn how powerful and profitable the cycles are. You will also learn how to use them to trade the stock market to increase your profits. This week video will cover the S&P 500 for the week of September 2, 2024. Before we start, make sure you read carefully the disclaimer. This week video will be a short one, since there is no much happened in the market. This week the S&P 500 should find support on his 40-day cycle line to form his 40-day cycle low, like expected in my previous update. The date for this 40-day cycle low is expected on September 8th. The cycle line is between 5,400 and 5,500. Here are the cycle lines for this week and their potential targets if the S&P 500 cross below. If the market cross below his cycle line, this will be the first sign of some bearishness coming to the market. We still have an upside target between 57.86 and 57.64, which have not been met yet. Technically, the market should meet his target at his peak formation. But in this case it didn't happen yet. If this is the first sign of the market losing steam? This is a possibility. When the 40-day cycle's low formed, I will draw the 40-day cycle trend line, which will help us to identify the next 80-day cycle's peak. Since we expected the 40-day cycle low forming this week, the cycle trend for this week is down. The success rate trading this cycle is 100%. The 80-day cycle. On August 26, the S&P 500 crossed above his cycle line at 56.02, providing a potential upside target at 60.84, a new all-time high. The crossing was not very powerful. Basically it occurred sideways. We have to keep an eye on the 80-day cycle lines for the next few weeks. This will be a very important signal if the market crosses below them. This will mean the market start to turn bearish. Why this could happen? The reason is the longer-term cycles put a lots of pressure on the market. For example, the 18 months and maybe even the 54 months. Here are the cycle lines and their potential downside targets if the S&P 500 cross below them this week. The cycle trend is still up for this week, but the 80-day cycle should form his peak next week. If the market form his peak before the September 12th, then we can expect the S&P 500 turn bearish. Because the peak will form on the left side of the cycle. We will have the peak confirmation when the S&P 500 will cross his 40-day cycle trend line, and when he will cross below his 80-day cycle lines. The success rate is 100%. In conclusion, the markets start to show some weakness. We have to follow closely how the S&P 500 will react with his 40 and 80-day cycle lines. That's it for this week. If you like this video, please share with your friends, click on the like button and subscribe to make sure you don't miss any future important videos. This is the end of this week's video. Thank you for following me. Next week, I will publish another market update.